What else they take, man? So just those two? Hold on, what's that one? Oh my, they didn't say which one? Girl, they didn't take the muffins? That's a deal, 188. Oh my God, that's crazy. Not even a juice?
The juice, yeah.
No juice?
They didn't take the juice for real? When they started that, it must have been this month.
You get food stamps? Girl, this shit is crazy. You feel like it's food, everything should.
They got 67.51.
So what's the rest?
Girl, did they take the Reese's?
Let me see.
Make sure they take the Reese's. They ain't taking the juice. Y'all take the juices on. The green juice.
No.
Take it all off.
The Reese's, they didn't take the Reese's. Food stamps is going right now. They don't even take it.
Look, yeah, made the lady cut the light off. No, it's okay. Come on. Let's just get the stuff. Come on.
Oh, she said keep it. She gonna keep it.
Okay.
Huh, what's the balance?
Girl, so we can't buy no candies.
$14.92.
$14.92. Okay.
They didn't take Reese's or food stamps no more. No candy. So they went live when they said they're gonna take out all the snacks. They're taking away all the snacks on EBT. But what's the point of having it?
What's the point of having it?
That made me cry. That lady sold me. That shit right.
Yeah, I got a new show for y'all.
Got a damn good show. But before we get to today's video, don't forget about our new giveaway, Ford 250 King Branch in Camplin. Get in and win. Just go pick up my Mifflin Blue. We're in my swag on my website at officialhodgetwins.com. You automatically enter to win. You know, we grew up poor. My dad was sick. My mom was unemployed. We was like really broke. And I remember going to the grocery store with my parents and them pulling out that fake Monopoly money. It was so embarrassing.
Mama hated it.
Mama hated it.
You know what Mom would tell us to do when she's about to pay for the food?
Right.
She'd have me and Kevin stand on either side so nobody can see that we're
Yeah. But the reason why I bring that up, look how this woman is behaving. She goes behind the counter. She's proud of being on EBT.
Yeah.
She's proud
There's
of
no shame.
There's absolutely no shame. She's proud that she's being, fed by her government. There's absolutely no shame.
Yeah, well, Reese cups, that's like fruit in the black community.
Yeah, it's a vegetable in the black community.
That made me cry. That lady sold me. That shit right.
Louisiana, y'all ain't got nothing else more to worry about than these churn cookies, candies, chips, and cold drinks. Come on, sip a little tea with Auntie. Let's talk about it. So, people who receive SNAP benefits starting in 2026, I think January the month said they will no longer be able to buy cold drinks, chips, cookies, and candies and all that. Meanwhile, we got potholes bigger than my car in the middle of the street. We got flooding so bad that you know not to even pull your car out because it's bound to go underwater and you could possibly drown. And y'all around here worrying about some damn cookies and candy? You don't think for a minute that these parents that receive SNAP benefits will find a way to go around it and still be able to get the damn chips, cookies, and candy?
Ain't nobody telling you fools you can't have your Reese cups, but you got to pay with it.
Your money.
Your money.
Not the government's money. So you don't have that right because it's not your money. That money is given you to help provide for your family. Reese's sodas doesn't help you. It has no nutritional value. Actually, the government is trying to help you. But you go on TikTok and you complaining about it. Just shows how lack of capacity you have.
Like, we have these negative stereotypes for our community, right? As soon as we go to her, she fulfills all those stereotypes.
Not only does she fulfill those stereotypes, she goes above and beyond.
Yeah.
And for their children.
For their children. Like black people can't say ask. They can't say children. Half of us can't say school.
School.
Going to schoolhouse.
Golly, come on now. And Louisiana ain't the only state. It's got a few more that jumped on board. But, why even giving people the food stamps if you're going to tell them what they can buy, what they can and can't buy with it? I mean, Damn, the children don't supposed to get a little chip, a little piece of candy. Ain't nobody saying that they supposed to have junk food for all y'all get on here and get the all about. Them children don't need that type of stuff. No, they don't need it. But you don't give your children no fruit snacks?
I do, but I pay for it. I do that because I'm a horrible parent.
I mean, from time to time, you know.
Man, you go in my pantry, it is crazy. I got Twix, Snickers, I got all kinds of chocolate.
Yeah, if you don't want people telling you what you can and can't buy,
go
out there and earn your money instead of being a leech on society.
Yeah, buy all the fried chicken you want.
Okay, let me start by saying I really like these guys. I've been watching their content for years, but they're enjoying this ugly situation just a little too much. There's nothing funny about this. What's funny about those kids not getting any chocolate treats or soda? Look, I'm clearly not trying to say that chocolate treats and soda are healthy, but certainly I've had lots of junk food growing up as a kid. Of course, now as an adult, I have less. And I emphasize less because I still do have my cheat days. But that's not the point. The point here is that these guys think that because they pay into a tax system that is part of a larger pool of money where these benefits like SNAP come from. Because of that, now they have authority to decide whether people receiving these benefits can or cannot have dessert or soda. Can you imagine that? They believe this paper money gives them authority over people's food choices. Now look, another quick point. This is not me advocating for government programs like SNAP. I really don't know enough about them, but if you're going to issue out these programs, people on the program should be able to decide for themselves whether they eat desserts and soda. I don't know what sick mindset wants to sit there and literally tell somebody else what they can or cannot eat. Again, this is not me advocating for junk food or government programs. Please take care of yourself. If you can, watch videos right here on YouTube. There's thousands of doctors, health professionals, and coaches giving out a ton of good advice. But if God Almighty Himself doesn't come down here and tell us what to eat, why does this paper money give anyone that type of power over someone else?
There's also a growing debate in Washington over whether taxpayers should subsidize junk food purchases for those who use SNAP benefits, previously known as food stamps. Florida Senator Marco Rubio recently introducing a bill that would exclude soft drinks, candy, ice cream, and desserts like cakes and cookies from being purchased with these funds. And Niall Standage, White House columnist for The Hill, joining us right now. Niall, this isn't about, I feel like this is so surface level. It's really silly to me because the reasons why people eat junk food go far beyond what they can afford or not afford. Sugar is as addictive as cocaine, according to the National Institutes of Health. So how in the world are you going to pass a law about it?
Well, I take your point that sugar is a big issue, and I completely take your point that the reasons why people eat certain things or have other certain habits are not purely regarding money. Having said that, it is possible to use money as an incentive or disincentive for certain kinds of behavior. Senator Rubio here clearly trying to make the argument that it is not in society's interests to be essentially giving money to people to buy junk food with.
So would it happen that if you went to the grocery store and you were on SNAP benefits, that you would have a certain number of things in your cart, you put them on the little conveyor belt for the cashier to bring you in, and when it came to soda or ice cream, the SNAP would not actually work?
So you've hit on a really central point, which is how would this be enforced? Everyone gets that we have a national interest in combating obesity. People can have an argument about the abstract issue of how you use SNAP benefits. But there are 650,000 food and beverage products in the United States. How do you define what is junk food and what isn't? Who is the person who enforces it? Do you have some way where, as you say, the card doesn't work? Do you have a cashier saying, no, you can't buy that with your card? Those really gritty nuts and bolts points are where the problem arises for a lot of people in this proposal.
Make no mistake about it. This isn't about what somebody or anybody should or should not eat. This isn't about food quality or health. This is clear. You're going to hear this over and over again. Buy it with your money, right? It's okay if you buy it with your money that you worked for. Sounds familiar? I mean, how can they say that? How can you think that a person that needs help from the government now loses their value as a human? Now they can't make their own diet decisions? Is this person no longer made in the image of God? Did they lose free will when they accepted help from the government? I mean, this is crazy. Why is it okay if some other kid eats cake all day as long as his parents paid for it with money they worked for?
Currency has been backed by, let's be frank, not a whole lot. I mean, theoretically, money itself is somewhat worthless. It's not backed by anything like we had prior to 1971. It was backed by, at that time, currency of gold. Now today, banks can print as much money as they want. I mean, that's the first thing I want to get across. And it's not necessarily a draconian statement there. It's just somewhat factual if you think about it. Now, the second thing I want you to understand is currency in the form of paper and coins, what my grandfather used to always call greenbacks, and this is dovetailing off my conversation I had on our show, makes up of, get this, less than 10% of the world's money. The other 90% or so is debt.
Money. It's a funny thing, isn't it? Let's think about it. Money only has value, and I mean absolutely only has value because us as humans decided it does. Meaning that if modern society collapsed tomorrow, we wouldn't be able to eat the paper, we wouldn't be able to drink the paper, and once it becomes completely digital, well, we can't even wipe our butts with it. Yes, I know. Economies and capitalism have given birth to the greatest civilization ever. But look, that's not the issue at hand. This video is here to highlight the corrupt relationship people have with money. I really don't understand what these guys or the government think they're accomplishing here by dictating diet. It really feels sinister. So why is this happening? Let's break this down. Let's start with the easy one. Imagine that the Hodge Twins and the government are trying to help. Let's say it's good intentions. They want people to have the best diet possible. Well, the first question I have is why just the poor people on benefits? Why not the whole country? Why don't you care about everybody's diet? What is this about? I'll tell you what it's about. It's about evil. You see, the devil intends to demean those that feel like they're losing control over their own life decisions. The devil intends to debase those children that now may feel like they're less than others because they can't eat the same snacks. And the devil also intends to humiliate all parties involved. The emotional impact of embarrassment on the side of the victims and the shame on those waving that green paper around as some form of authority.